Are you building up any organization or are you building any business and the employees in your organization doesn't deliver the results you truly desire of? There will be so many reasons for this scenario, but it can be easily solved by implementing some policies in your organization or your business. Now I'm not saying about the health workshops and other things, but there are some tactical things you need to implement in your organization so they obey your order, they will deliver the results you truly desired of in your business or in your organization. So I already told you how to conduct a workshop in your organization so you can get better results. But in case of implementing a new policy, almost 90% of the business owners as well as organizations face this issue that they are not able to implement a policy. They define the policy, they define whole procedure, and they provide these things to the employees, but they are not absorbing that thing. They are not working on that policy. So what make you do to implement any policy in an organization? Then this video is for you, because if you are able to implement any policy and your employees are able to absorb that policy, absorb the understanding what you are delivering to them, so you will achieve success in your business, in your organization. So without bluffing the things, let's start this policy implementation video. I'm Pranshu Agrawal, business owner as well as social media marketing agency owner. So I'm here presenting you how to implement a new policy in your organization so you can get 100% results in your organization, as well as how you can get thousands of sales in your business like a video play game. So let's start. First point you need to understand, if you are implementing any new policy in your organization, not everyone is going to understand that thing, but what you can do, make them feel the pain. Yeah, let's suppose I'm doing a conversation with you and you are not interested to communicate with me. That's what a relation of boss and employee in our current years people are facing. So when I'm doing a conversation and you are not interested, you are not going to understand what I'm trying to deliver to you. So what you need to do, what I need to do in that scenario, I just need to hit your pain points so you can understand what I am trying to convey with you. So that's why you need to understand what are the pain points your employee are facing and how you can solve them. So when I communicate with my employees as well as my team members, what I must certain that thing, that when I'm communicating with them, I must understand them and let them understand. If I am speaking to them, they must listen. They must understand what I'm saying. So what I generally do, I collect the team members around me, try out to make them feel the pain. Let's suppose we set a deadline. We want to hit a target in upcoming 6 months. So I prepare a whole roadmap and pass that roadmap to my team and guide them that we are going to work on this plan in upcoming 6 months and we are going to hit that target. So that's an easy game. Everyone can prepare the procedure, but after that, I make them feel the pain. If they don't achieve the results, what they lose. So let's suppose we all know in the job, 90% people work for their finances and to maintain their family relations. So they can easily live upon the salary they are getting. So if you make them feel that if we are not hitting the target, that you will be insecure, you are not going to get more money in the organization, you are not able to achieve your goals, then it will hit that person. So the basic funda to do that thing is just like your team members, ask them what are the problems they are facing. In the starting, they are just bluffing that people are not picking up my call, we don't have quality leads, people don't want to do follow up with me, and a bunch of stuff. You know, they are yelling to you, they are just blaming the other persons, but the actual reason is they are not working that much. It's okay, just listen to them, write them on the whiteboard, and after completing all the things, just make them understand. If they don't hit the target, if they are not able to the results you are truly seeking for, then they are not going to get reward. Human only work in two conditions: either they are getting benefit or they get rewarded, or they are losing something. Those are the two primary motivational factors for them. So if you make them understand, you will lose a lot of things, you will not get rewarded, as well as you will lose other things. You added both motivational factors at the same time to that person. That's how you just need to make them feel the pain. It can be any tactic you can implement, just like that's my basic tactic I usually implement with my team members, so they can understand I'm not just yelling on them, I'm doing a conversation, I'm listening to them. After that, after make them feeling the pain, what you have to do, you have to conduct a workshop. I already shared how you can conduct a successful workshop in your organization which can deliver 100% results. So what you have to do, you just got the link of the video on the above I section, and you can understand what is the importance of workshop and how you can conduct successful workshop to achieve your targets, to make your employees achieve the targets within few weeks. Okay, after conducting a successful workshop, you got a plan that we are not working on those points, we need to improve these points and we need to include these things, and we are already mastering it. What we can do, we can upsell or downsell at that moment. So you will get a lot of points to work on in your organization. It's obvious you can't work on hundreds of things at the same time. So what you have to do, you just have to list out all the things on the whiteboard and just vote. Let's suppose I write down 10 things over here. So what I say, hey my team members, so let's judge this problem from a scale of 1 to 3, that it need to be resolved right now, or it must be implemented right now or not. If you want it must be implemented right now, just rate a rating 3, otherwise give a rating of 1. So this is the problem, like we need to upsell the things when our clients are buying from us, so they will give 3 rating. So I write down all the points on the whiteboard, and what points have 3-star rating, I start working on them by picking 3 to 4 points at a point at the same time. After that, after making them feel the pain, after conducting a successful workshop, you got the points to work on, you make your employee understand what they will be lose or what they get rewarded if they achieve the target. After that, you need to develop a procedure. Yep, you need to prepare a step-by-step plan that they need to follow. You are a dream builder, you are a business owner, you know like what I can achieve in 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, but those are employees, they don't have same mindset like you. So what you need to do, you need to make them build that thing. So let's suppose my upcoming 6 months target is to make my salesperson, every salesperson, earn at least reward of 50,000 incentives per month. So what I need to do, I just need to understand what are my services, what are the price of those services, and how much percentage those salesperson get. So I will prepare a roadmap. If they get that much sales, if they conduct that much meeting in a week or a month, and after conducting those meetings, if they do follow-ups with that person, do presentation with those persons, and that's how they are going to convert 20, 30, 40 people out of 100. If you do the calculation and have them understand these are the daily activities you need to work on and you need to monitor those things, so that's how they are going to achieve the target. If you just tell them that this is the plan, just go ahead. No, you need to make them understand we discussed your pain points, we are working on that, now it's your time to understand and work on this plan. I made this shit for you, not for me, although at the end it reverts back to me, but currently I'm helping you to achieve the results you really desired of. After that, when you develop a plan, it's so simple that they are 90% of the people are not following this thing after 1 week. So what you have to do, you have to pick top leaders in your organization. You need to pick enthusiastic people. Or what you need to do, you need to bring them on a stage, do role playing, man. Let's suppose I am writing a journal and I get on the stage and I start utilizing that journal to all of you. Does it work? Do you able to grab all the points in that scenario? No. But let's suppose I bring some people on the stage who have good reputation in the organization and every people understand them, and I make them do role play. Let's suppose biggest problem your salesperson are facing, the objection that I will talk to my boss and I will revert you back how we can go ahead with this thing. So what I do, I just pick the top leaders in my organization, I make a conversation with that person on stage, they give me objection, I handle that objection, and everyone is observing. So that's how they are going to understand that our boss is not just a chill person, he knows how to work on the field also. So in this scenario, what I did, I just did role play. In that scenario, we have a conversation. That's a fact that if you are presenting audio plus visual, this is more better thing just providing only visual or providing only audio or just providing written things. So when I did role play, everyone got to understand that's how we need to work in the organization, and that's how we are going to deal with the customers. If you do these 4 simple steps, then they are going to cover a lot of things, and you can understand they are going to hit the targets easily. But you need to monitor results. Now the 5th point is, just like we make them feel the pain, after that we did a workshop with them to understand what are the problems they are facing. After that we planned a conceptual procedure they can follow. After that After that, we did role playing so they can understand what they need to do on field or what they need to do with the customers or their colleagues in the organization. After that, after doing all those stuff, what do you need to do? You need to set a deadline for this conceptual procedure. Let's suppose we have a target of the 200 cases in a 200 cases, but if I don't set a deadline that we need to hit this result by upcoming 3 to 4 months or whatever the deadline is, then I'm not going to achieve. There's a law that if you imagine certain amount of time is needed for that task, then no matter what is the speed, either you are doing it too fast or either you are doing it too slow, you will consume all the time you imagine. So same this with your employees. What you have to do, you need to develop you need to set a deadline that we are going to hit this step and you need to monitor it. After that, let's suppose we did all those things. We set up a deadline, we make them feel the pain, we make them understand the procedure, we make them understand how to handle the objection. Still you are not getting results, conduct a workshop again. Collect your team members, conduct a workshop again. Collect your team members, conduct a workshop again. Repeat me. Collect your team members, conduct a workshop again. What this do? You will going to understand what are the problems they are facing and you need to clear them. It's not a one-time process you need to do with your employees that I will do this shit once a month and all the employees will be boosted up and they will give me sales or they will give me that much business. No, you need to understand, you need to make a thorough conversation with your employees of the organization. After that, you are going to achieve those things. So set up a workshop again, make them understand. Now you will get more deeper. If I set up another workshop after conducting a workshop, so what I'm getting same questions, then people are not understanding what I'm conveying to them. So what you need to do, you just need to make them brief about this and start doing role playing. And still they are not working, then you need to fire them and hire new people. So because if the people is not able to train, if that person is not willing to train, then they are not going to perform well. So you need to fire them and hire new better peoples. After doing this, after conducting another workshop, you will get much deeper problems. And if you handle these deeper problems by role playing or whatever the method you choose by that workshop training part, we have 10 types of things we can do in a workshop to make our employees understand 90% of the things we want to convey with them. And in reckless workshop, only able to grab 20 to 30%, and when they get them, they will flush out all the things. So from my workshop formula, you can make them understand 90% of what you want to convey with them. After doing this, you need to monitor the things on a daily basis. If I set the deadline, if I am putting efforts, if I am putting money on the meetings, workshops, and I'm doing a conversation with my employees, my time is valuable. I don't give my time to any person in the organization or any person in the world. I'm worthy enough to give my time to selected people. So make them understand the value of your time. And after this, monitor the daily results. What people do, they say, I set a deadline for upcoming 6 months, then I will monitor on a monthly basis. No, you need to monitor at least on a weekly basis. But if you really want to go ahead, just monitor them on a daily basis, man. That's how you are going to achieve the result. And if you are monitoring on a daily basis, you will get to know whether this thing is working. If this thing is not working, conduct a workshop again. You need to have a thorough conversation with your employees, otherwise nothing can work out in that scenario. So after doing repeated workshops, after doing thorough conversations with your employees, after monitoring all those things, that's how now you need to give a kick to them. What I usually say a kick, you need to make them understand what the rewards they can. You can just give little bit gifts in the conversation in the workshop. So let's suppose I conducting third workshop. I'm getting little bit results, but I'm not happy with them. The thing I expected, it is not getting to me. So what I am gonna do, I'm just going to say, oh, I invested that much money to you. I'm helping you understand what are the things you need to grab, what you need to do, and now I will be giving you reward if you hit this. Trust me, if you do this, people will go crazy to achieve the results you truly desire. The last 2 points, how to implement a new policy in your organization, are quite simple, but they are too important to implement. So what you need to do is you need to do a conversation with random people in your organization. What is the actual reason, which I also faced in my initial journey when I was doing job. So employees working on the ground have better ideas than the managers do. But when they convey their ideas to the manager, either manager will take the credit of that idea or major thing, you are just hired, you are not in a position to suggest me something. So there's a ego problem. If you can do a conversation with that person and you get to know like this is the thing I can implement, it can drive me crazy, it can bring crazy results in my organization, that you will implement it, but these things are not coming to you. So you need to connect with the lower peoples of your organization so you can get better ideas, because they are working on the ground. They have better idea what are the problems, what are the things your organization can face. Okay. And the last point is, reward is the ultimate measure and reward. Reward is the ultimate motivator of the person. So what I usually do, let's suppose you are running any organization or a business, your every employee in the organization knows what to do in every situation. Just like there's a person with his toolkit and he knows to use every tool in a right situation. So that's how things works. If I am getting objection and I'm not able to handle that objection properly, then I'm going to lose that sale. It's quite simple. But if you conduct regular workshops, if you make them understand that these are the things you need to do in those type of situations, you are training them. You are training their instincts. Let's suppose there's a scenario when you're running on a road and you are pacing at a very high speed. Suddenly, a bunch of people start throwing rocks on you. You just bring your hands at your mouth. Did you do this thing by your intense focus, or it was bring by your instincts? It was bring by your instincts. If you train the people hardly, then the things become their instinct. Let's suppose I am training my salesperson, they know how to deal the objection in every situation, what they are going to do. They know I am training their instincts. So if that person is not that much conscious, if that person is not that much focused in the conversation and still that get the objection, he or she can handle it easily, because I trained them. I trained their instinct, and after doing this, they definitely get the results. After getting the results, that's your responsibility to reward that person, so he or she will fired up, and that's how your organization will become a finely tuned machine which work on an automation basis. So that's how you are going to bring the results. I help you to do the time management in your company. I helped you to conduct successful workshops in the company. I help you to implement new policies in your company. Trust me, if you are implementing these things, then nobody can stop your success. I can bet on this. If you work on these techniques I'm going to deliver within 2 months, then definitely in upcoming 5 to 10 months, you will be ruling your market. No competitor will stand in front of you. So in the upcoming video, I'm going to share the brilliant strategies you need to implement in your organization so you can drive crazy results. But before that, you need to understand how to conduct successful workshops in your organization. So for this, check out this video.